I met here hundreds of people from the different division, and you just so see how Germans are just passionate about God, and it's so good to see how Swiss and others are just so connected with each other. So I would say atmosphere is amazing. I can be here forever, and this is how I imagine heaven. Actually, all together and just worshiping God. The young people we have here are young people who struggle with God, struggle with life, struggle with identity, and it's just so good to see that there is place for everybody. Young people are just young people we need today, people who can connect to others and share the beautiful news of Jesus Christ. If you're a young person which is coming from a small church, or even if you're coming from a bigger church, you need to be here. You need to understand that you're part of a bigger picture. You're part of this puzzle which actually God put together for you and for me to be encouraged from each other. And I would encourage everybody. This is my first youth congress. I never managed to come before. And I'm just so glad that this is probably one of the most positive memories, at least for me, when looking now recently. This is probably the nicest thing I attended for a long time. Jesus is in the center of our church. Jesus is the center in our lives, and through His power and power of unity of the church, doesn't matter from which country, from which division, from which town, from whether you're coming from a more conservative or more liberal side of the church, there is a place for you here, and that is at the foot of Jesus Christ. And I think that everybody will take that home, and I'm certainly taking that home because I'm going home with a lot of friends who know. Who are known to love Jesus, and maybe one day we'll meet in heaven. Just love Jesus. I want them to be with Jesus because that is a fundamental change. I want my church to love Jesus, and as we love Jesus, it is impossible to stay the way we are. It is impossible for us not to love each other if we love Jesus. And our church, we need more love. It is so beautiful to see here how we actually love each other. And I'm just worried when we go back on Monday or next Sabbath to church, will we find that love in the local church? And I hope we can. And I just want those young people who take home to take this almost disease of love of Jesus, and so it can be spread through Germany, through any other country in this division, in this world. And by God's grace, His love will prevail.